All right, so I've gotten so many requests to do this video, so I thought, I finally might as well do it. I always say I'm gonna do it, and then I just go and I cut my hair, and I forget to. So this time, yes, I'm gonna teach you guys how I cut my own hair, how I trim my beard, what tools I use, what length I go to, all the above. So stay tuned, let's go. All right guys, first and foremost, I will show you what clippers that I use. So I believe it's pronounced Oster, Classic 76. This is my go-to one that I use. Not being paid to say that I use this, it's just the one that I use. I got it on Amazon, and I don't know, wherever you live in the world, take a look on Amazon. If you get it, this is the one that I use. First, we will start off with the beard. First thing I do is I connect a 2 guard to the clippers. Obviously turn it on. And I do the top part and the cheeks by my sideburns. Mustache area. Boom. Right after that, I grab the 3. Pop the 3 on and do a little bit lower. A little higher on the sideburns. Go over this a little, where I went over with the 2. Off. And last but not least, for the beard, I go for a 4, or I should say the chin. Pop a 4 on. Real quick. Lastly, you clean up the neckline, no guard at all. Just hit that neckline up. Boom. Nice and easy, quick. That's how I trim my beard. 2 up in the cheeks here, 3 in the bottom, and 4 right in the chin there. Let's move on to the hair. All right guys, let's just jump in right into the hair. First things first, I put a number 5 clip on. You're gonna go through a lot of clips, use a lot of lengths. Once you get the 5 clip on, I'm just gonna do above my sideburns at the front here. Not very high, just the sideburn part here. Lift up your hair so it doesn't hit. And just clean up this part right by your ear and right by your upper sideburn. All right, we're gonna take the 5 off and we are going to put on the 6. Once we've got the 6 on, turn that right back on. You're gonna go behind the ear, over top, do that low part. So just get that right in the front and right over your ear, up the back and just over the ear. So the lowest part, back and then over the ear. Lift the hair, make sure you don't get hit. The lowest part right over the ear, and turn that off. Then you're gonna grab a number 7. As you can see, we're slowly working our way up. Pop the 7 on, and then you're gonna go just a little higher. So right in the middle, give that nice little fade illusion, but not over the top to the point where your hair is too short. You do a 7 in the middle,
Don't go all the way up, guys. Make sure you're just staying in the middle here. Same thing on this side, up the back, and then just down the middle here. Down the middle. And boom. Once you've done the 7, you got it. We're popping on an 8. You're gonna pop an 8 right on there, and you're gonna go a little higher. And you're gonna start going up towards where your hair is long at the top. So you go all the way up. And this is kind of where I stop for the length. I like the sides of my hair being at an 8. So I kind of just keep it at an 8, and I trim my hair every, I'd say, 2 weeks in this fast process. And you're going a little higher than you did with the 7. Kind of gives you that clean look on the edge, but I like it when it doesn't even look like you gave yourself a haircut. It's just like a slightly clean looking than it was before, so it doesn't look too drastic. All right, next. All right, next, guys. In order to blend, you don't want to do this too often, but I have the thinning shears. So I will usually cut in to the fringe where I need to blend it to kind of give it that blend. You don't want to do this too much, because if you blend your hair too much, it'll look silly. So on both ends, just cut in. Just only do that once and give me a little more blend between where I cut the 8 and where my hair is long on the top. Again, don't go overboard with the blending, guys. You don't want to mess with your hair. Secondly, scissors. I'm not going to really do the top of my hair, but I explain to you guys how I do it when I like to cut it. Because I usually only cut the top every month, but I'll cut the sides every 2 weeks, and this is not a point where I'm going to be cutting the top. So usually I will cut into my hair like this, and I will use my fingers to see length. So if there's a long part there, I will cut into it. And I'll usually do this to just kind of get the length from the top shorter. And I like to cut into it, not that way, into it, so that way it looks a little more natural. It doesn't look like I cut it sideways. So yeah, 2 on the sideburns, 3, 4 on the chin, 2 on the underneath, works its way up to the 4. Then I do a 5 here over the ear, right in the front, 6 slightly above it, 7 in the middle, 8 at the transition, and then cutting into the top. And then as for the back, I usually throw on a, where's my 10? I usually throw on a 10 or a 9. I don't know where my 9 is right now. And I will do the back. I like the back to look a little more natural, so I have a 10, so it's slightly longer than the sides. And this just keeps the hair consistent. Boom. And then for angling up the back of my hair, I'll use a secondary mirror, which I'm using now, so I won't be able to do this on camera. And then I'll just clean up the neckline, or if you don't have an extra mirror, get whoever's around you, your roommate, girlfriend, wife, whatever, to help you clean the neckline. So there is a quick tutorial on what I do, probably every 2 weeks, to trim up the beard, trim up my hair, and it's just like that. So if you guys have any more questions, pop them down in the comments. All right, guys, I almost forgot to show you the final product of what it looks like. I'll give you a quick 360 beard, hair. The back, I did the lines myself. I like to look a little more natural, so that's what I do for the back. But this is it. As far as what I do for my hair, to be honest, I only wash my hair every 2 weeks. I rinse my hair with water when I'm in the shower, and to get all like the dirt stuff out, but to actually use shampoo, I use it every 2 weeks, because a lot of shampoos will damage your hair and there's a lot of chemicals in it, so I like to only use it once every 2 weeks. And then when I get out of the shower, I will blow dry my hair, and I will use dry shampoo to make it like dirty feeling. And then once it's dirty, I kind of just leave it natural and let it do its thing, and it kind of does it. So dry shampoo, blow dryer, don't use a lot of product. If I do, it's minimalistic, and I'll go over products another time, but I barely use product, and I only shampoo my hair once every 2 weeks. But I do rinse my hair with water, and this is the end result. So if you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comments.